Hello everyone, welcome to Dhasu DevOps series. Today we will be talking about labels and selectors in Kubernetes, but we'll not talk about it, we'll also see it in action. So yeah, let's get on to the screen then. So we have a deployment running, okay, called hello world. Like the first command that you write, the first script that you write is hello world. So yeah, let's greet hello to everyone. And let's see the deployment.yaml file for this, okay. Yeah, this is the deployment.yaml file for this. And today's topic, if you don't forget, is labels and selectors. So where are the places where we have used labels? On the line number 5, on the line number 10, match labels, okay, and on the line number 14 and 15. Okay, so we'll talk about each individual places where those labels are used and why they are being used. Okay, so first of all, let's think about the line number 5th and 6th. Okay, this is the labels that get applied to your deployment component. Okay, in Kubernetes you can attach to any component, any label, which is just a key value pair, and to you do that to keep it more organized. And you, if you want to query any deployment with that particular label, you can do it. Okay, so for example, if I want to check all the deployments in my current default namespace, I get hello world because that's only I have got. But let's assume there were multiple deployment and only I want to select the deployment which had the label app equal to hello world. I would have done something like this: minus L app equal to hello world, right? And you see I get the hello world deployment. If I just do a mistyping, just like saying, rather than having an app called hello world, right? If I had an app for buy world, right? Let's say that I had a you know uh, service which just says bye rather than greeting hi, it says bye. So yeah, I don't have any deployments with the app label equal to by world, right? So you get that, like, okay, this particular label is for selecting the deployment and this particular label has been attached to the deployment component. Okay, so the next part is what are the other lines. Okay, line number 10, 11, and on the line number 14, 15. What does this mean? So understand what is the work of deployment resource in Kubernetes. Deployment resource basically make sure that you have desired number of pods with the desired pod template as well. Okay, and it means that if on the line number 8 it has to maintain the two number of pods for this particular pod definition, it also needs to know how to count those pods, right? How to select those pods. So that's where we have this called this line number 9, 10, 11 is all about how do it selects the pod. It selects the pods based on the app label whose value is key hello world, right? And that clearly means that your pod template should also have the same app label. Otherwise the deployment would not know which are the pods that it has to monitor and make sure the number of desired replicas for the pod should be whatever is specified in the line number 8. Okay, so yeah, let's try to mess up this and let's create a deployment, okay, with a different selector label here, and let's keep something different here. Okay, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, so first of all, let's delete the existing deployment because I don't want to keep confuse you people with the existing one. So yeah, I deleted it. K get deploy, there would be nothing right now, which is good. And now let's change the deployment.yaml. So on the line number place where the selector I have to choose, I will just edit it and just say hello, right? And the pod template, okay, this is the pod template that the pod would get created. This is the template for the pod. I have the app equal to hello world, right? Now let's save it and let's try to apply this deployment.yaml, and it fails, right? Because there is a validation in place where it understands that your selector does not match the template labels, right? And it understands that if it is going to create a new pod using that deployment resource, it will not be able to monitor those pods because you don't have the appropriate selector, right? So that clearly means that you cannot create a deployment with a different selector, okay, rather than and a different app. So if you want to have it proper, you have to do something like, you change it properly. And so yeah, you have it, let's say you have the selector app equal to hello, and that is something that you also want to keep it. Okay, so you would also have to change it here as well in the pod template. Okay, now let's save it and let's try to run this, which is good, right? K get pods, you will see two pods running, and if I try to get the pods and check the labels of it, I can see that K pods minus L app equal to hello word, right? I wouldn't get anything because you know that I changed the app label to hello rather than the hello word, right? So let's try to do this. Okay. Now, see, Dhasu DevOps is not about how the system works. We are here to make sure that the system breaks. Okay, and we want to see it breaking. So how would I break the system? Okay, we already have seen that in the deployment you cannot change the selector and the pod template label app field, right? Now what about if I change the label in the pod itself? Okay, and how do I do it? I just say kubectl edit pods and give the pod name, and I will basically change the template, sorry, the label for it. Okay, so app equal to, I will make it to app equal to hello world, right? And now let's see what happens, which is okay, app equal to hello this. You see there is a third pod coming in. Okay, this pod. Why? Because now the deployment only monitors this pod, but not this one, right? Why? Because I changed the label, right? I manually edited the label, and now when the deployment replication controller ran in Kubernetes, it's a controller loop basically. It actually checked for the deployment. Okay, what are the selectors written in the deployment, and do I have those many of pods with that particular labels? If not, let me create a new pod. So basically it means now that this particular pod is dangling. Okay, if I delete it, if I run it, nothing, there's no the deployment is not maintaining it. So if I try to delete the deployment, okay, hello world, right? So the deployment has been deleted, so it will try to delete the pods as well. Okay, so it is terminating those pods which had the label app equal to hello right now, but not the one where I have renamed it to the app equal to hello world. But I will let you know that this is not something you should do at your workplace. Like, please don't edit the pod templates, pod labels like this. Always manage it using the deployment. I just wanted to make sure that you understand that where are the labels and selectors being used, and why the Kubernetes itself does not allow you to basically put something in the selector which is not applied in the pod template. Okay, like the label which is not in the pod template itself, it does not also allows you to keep it into the selector field. Okay, so yeah, this is how we'll be learning more stuff, and I think these label and selectors are present at multiple places, even in the services, right? In the Kubernetes services you will see something like selector with some label, and that's the place where the selector that's the place where the service knows, okay, which are the pods where I should forward the request to. So yeah, keep stay tuned, we'll come back later with something more.